creativity that you're going to see tonight. So with no further ado, everyone, our host for this evening, Kevin Nathaniel.
Good evening and welcome to Afro Roots Tuesdays. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is a very special night for Afro Roots as we present Hasan Bakr. Hasan, as many of you know, I've described him as a New York City musical icon, because he has touched the lives of so many people, not just in New York City, but all across the planet. And everybody who knows Hasan or knows of him has a smile as a result. So I'm glad that everyone has come through tonight to experience this very special live Zoom performance and conversation with Hasan Bakr. We are Afro Roots Tuesdays. We're a live music series that comes at you every other week. We have been live and direct out of God of Riverside, up at 92nd in Columbus, for several years, almost 8 years now. And we started back at the Yippie Cafe, which was on Bleecker Street. We started back in 2013, and we've been going strong ever since. Every other week, we've been producing a concert here. And when the lockdown happened, we had to find another path. And we found the path of Zoom. So now we're Zooming to you, but we expect to be live again soon, back in the space at Burning Wall Auditorium. But for now, the Zoom has allowed us to do some very special things, including being international. So we appreciate our audiences that show up from other states and other countries to join us now. When we go back to our home at Burning Wall, we're going to try to keep some of that flavor of being able to bring people in from other states and other countries to enjoy the night as well. Tonight, we're very excited because Hasan has been with Afro Roots since the beginning. He was one of the artists that helped to start the whole series up. In fact, I'll tell you the story, because Hasan and I and Tomas Rodriguez, Tomas is probably here with us tonight too. Hasan and I and Tomas Rodriguez were going to the Yippie Cafe in 2012 on several occasions and doing performances. And I was going there too for some other events. And the director at the Yippie Cafe asked me, as a result of meeting us, to come and run the music series, Afro Roots. So really, Hasan was a key part in the whole series developing. From then on, Afro Roots began, and Hasan was one of the first artists to play the series. He's been there countless times with several bands and solo. Heritage OP, which is a band we have together, was one of the early bands with the series. So it's really special, as I said, to be able to bring Hasan here with us tonight. If you are joining Afro Roots Tuesdays for the first time, welcome. Thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us. If you're returning, welcome back. You know that we're going to have a good time tonight. And so we try to keep it communal. We want the community to know that we're all together on this. So feel free to jump in on the chat. We will at some point take an intermission and get even more communal there where people can talk back and forth, ask the artists some questions. And during that intermission, we also want people to jump in and deal with the chat too, so that sometimes these Zooms go by, you never see the chat. Well, we want to give some time to actually go into that chat a little bit too. So we're going to make it communal. We're going to make it call and response. In the meantime, though, when we open it up, as Amanda said, please do keep your microphones on mute so we can hear everything the artist is saying. I want to also invite you to send an email to kevinandbeer@hotmail.com. That way, if you're not on the mailing list, you'll be able to find out what's happening here. We have a great artist every other week, and sometimes every week lately because there's a lot of other stuff going on. So make sure you're on the mailing list for Afro Roots by sending an email to kevinandbeer@hotmail.com. I want to thank all the people who have helped Afro Roots Tuesdays get off the ground. First, I want to thank Susan Macaluso. She used to be the director of God at Riverside. And without her, of course, we wouldn't be at God at Riverside. She brought us in back in 2013. I want to thank Gregory Cage. Gregory Cage has been the sound man, tech person, musician, band leader who has been with Afro Roots Tuesdays since the very beginning. So I want to thank Gregory Cage. And I want to thank everybody who has helped Afro Roots Tuesdays in any way, whether by making donations. We have several people who make donations, $1 a month, $2 a month. We have several people who donate time and services to make sure the series runs smoothly. So I want to thank everybody who has helped Afro Roots Tuesdays. It's been very important. And mostly I want to thank all of you that are coming to the Afro Roots Tuesdays events, because without you, it wouldn't happen. So our audience, our community, are the people I want to thank most. So please, we look forward to seeing you again and doing more. In the meantime, we're about to have a good time tonight. So I want you to please give a warm welcome. A warm welcome. We're just doing this warm welcome like this to show that we are very excited to welcome Hasan Bakr.
Are you your crystal? Are you that crystal that you buy? Are you your crystal to inspire you, to clean you? Are you that love, ever living love, ever growing love? Stand before you, love, and you showed up for me, showed up for me. We live in the temple of sound. We live in the temple of sound. We are the temple of sound. We're the crystals. We are the crystal in the temple of light that you are. Music comes from the ground. Music comes from your heart. There is no beginning. There is no start. It's always something that you wanted to be. Yeah. Hey family, how you doing? How you doing, family? You are that temple of sound. You are that temple of love. You are that temple of life. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it flow, let it flow, let it go, let it go. It goes as it does, it comes as it does. Prefer what's happening. It's not always convenient for you, but it is perfect to prefer to live as it flows. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. I'm a percussionist. My name is Hasan Bakr. How's everybody doing out there? Smile now. Yeah. I'm really just a very anxious and nervous child at 65 still. And I want to play everything, and I want to find out everything, and I want to see everything, and I want to hear it sound, because that's my path of research. My brothers and sisters and young ones and older, remember, for me and for my colleagues who live in this temple of sound like you, it is not about the music. The music is my path to get to me so that I may clean and polish my life so that I can fly and transform and transform and transform and ride this wave. So be everything that you got, yeah. Know that you're everything you are, yeah. The song might not make sense, but it feels good to me. Hey, 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 hey. So speak in the language of love. Live in the language of love. Live in the language of love. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, da 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 something really dum dum. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. See da 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 da. Da 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 da. Spirit, come and use me. Help me to shine and connect with my family. So I speak in the language of love. I want in the language of love. I need in the language of love. It's all good for me. It's all good for you. It's all good for me. It's all good for me. I love you, family. How was everybody out there? You feeling good? Oh, we got claps, huh? Oh my gosh. You're the way you want to be. Feel the love flowing from you to me. Feel the love flowing down. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, the instruments want to talk. Thank you, Brother Kevin and Brother Andrew. My name is Hasan Bakr. I've been on this path of sound because it is my way to connect with the ultimate, to learn these instruments, to polish my learning, and to shine as best I can. This is a song, it's called I Am. I am love, I am you, you are, I am too. Go sing God, yes I sing God. You know, if you know something about me, I don't drink, I don't smoke, but I'm drinking and smoking right now. I am love, I am. I can too, yes I do. I know I don't have to tell anybody what instrument this is because I think Kevin, the Johnny Appleseed of Mbira, has told everybody in the world what this is about, right? This is just part of, oh, hello. This is all out about our healing and love. And about 2 minutes, I'm going to look like I fell in the pool because I'm going to be drenched with the things that need to leave me. And what's leaving me is love from you, and love to you, and love from you, and love back at me. And I'm wet, baby. Love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, is this a conversation? Is this an appreciation? Because I can go on. Kevin, you said you wanted to ask me about something, right?
Yeah, Hasan, thank you. Thank you. You know, before I actually go any further, I just want to say, because I'm looking at the gallery, and I do have to give a shout out to Tamar. She's here with a big picture of Baba Jimmy Cruz behind her. And I have to give that shout out. Tamar, thank you for being here. We love you, Tamar. And of course, we love Baba Jimmy.
Yes.
And we, you know, and I'm like I said, I see that in the gallery right away, right above your head. I see this picture of Jimmy, Baba Jimmy, and I just have to mention that. Hasan, you open, and you said you are that crystal.
Yes, sir.
And then you said that I am
love.
I am love. You gave us a sermon, and it seemed to just flow out of you. It seemed to be a spontaneous sermon, and I think everybody felt that message. Did you Was it a spontaneous sermon, or was it something that you knew you wanted to say? Did it just come out the instrument, or come out the when I say the instrument, you as the instrument? What was happening there?
We are the instruments, and we're used as per our consciousness that we work on while we're in this husk. This beautiful brown husk that I'm in, I'm working on my level of consciousness that like things or that like force will use me. There's no good, there's no bad. It's just energy. And you choose, since we do have a little free will, where we resonate. So I'm being used. I want to continue being used like this. If it resulted that it wasn't good for me to be used like this, I'm selling all my stuff or giving it away or whatever. But I want to be used. I want to tell you of the immense joy that I feel when I see the faces of people and when I get back that love from them that I'm giving out. So yes, welcome to the Afro Roots Tuesdays Church. Son is the presiding sermon maker at the minute. Everybody stand up straight, get ready, and just open up and let love flow. Let's speak from that language of love, Brother Kevin.
Yes. Do you see yourself as someone who plays music, or does music play you? What is your view about that?
Music found man. Man did not find music. So I did not play the music. The music is playing me. As again, what I put into in my level of advancement or refining, then that beauty and that love, which is music, will play me. That's my concept. That's me.
And you've been did someone say something? You've been a musician all your life.
Well, I don't want to say what I taught you about earlier, but yeah, I started around the age of 6 playing piano. My piano teacher, she didn't have the best physical aesthetics for me. She looked like she was in the Addams Family. You know, she scared the world out of me, bro. Oh, wait a minute. There's Auntie. Hey, Auntie. Hola. So I looked up her face because, you know, that's kind of all I could deal with because she was really big. And she scared the world out of me. So it was up in Grandma Sarah's house because I'm from Savannah, Georgia. I'm Gullah Geechee. You know, we have multiple nations in us. We are the reality, you know. So, yeah, man, I've been playing music since I was 6, and then I quit for a while. And my dad, who's a very talented man, as you've met him in a lot of ways, he brought home a trombone and he brought home a guitar, and he just dropped a lot of stuff off from his. How can I keep it PC? What is that? PC, politically correct. Some things he would get in his movements, he would just bring home, and I would try them out. And at age 16. I begged my mom and dad for a set of drums. And growing up over here, we have that Christmas thing, you know. Oh, wonderful Christmas, give me. Yeah. So everybody in my age, 16, they wanted a car. I wanted drums. And from that first, as a Christmas morning, I played for like the rest of my life. This is who I am.
Wow. So actually, your father was a very strong support for your music career. Because he kind of gave you those early on. He was giving you instruments, bringing instruments for you.
Yeah, he's quite an enterprising elder. I want to keep it like that. So, but he was always the person that encouraged you if he saw something lit a fire in you. Wow. So he said, "You stick with the drums, man. You're really good," you know, and he tries little thing, but he wasn't a drummer. But all of the time, if someone is around you with abundant joy and they direct you to something, it causes a fire, a sacred fire in you. And then you grab a hold to it, especially if you personally love it and you see someone loves it that gave it to you. Oh man, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Right.
And I think the other thing is that year when I got the set of drums, my band won the talent contest. And, people there's like 600 people clapping for you. And I'm just a little kid because I'm only like 5'8", 5'7", whatever I am now because I'm older. So, everybody's clapping for me. So I was walking like George Jefferson, yeah, baby, this is what we do, and it was just amazing. So I've been on fire, man. This is a sacred fire, and it's got depth to it.
Well, I think that anybody who knows you through the music would agree. They would say that if they know any musician who's on fire, they would say Hasan is that person. He's that musician who literally is on fire. There is something that he is trying to communicate to you. If you were in a room or you were anywhere hearing Hasan play music, he's got something urgent. Even if it doesn't seem like it's urgent, something urgent is reaching out to you, and that's important. That's important,
Mhm.
and everybody feels it. Everybody feels it. There's something about that. I think that there's a thing people say in Japan. They say when somebody has something like that about them, they say that person has a big music god over their head. Because no matter what they do, this thing happens. This music is happening no matter what they do. And they for some reason can't seem to avoid it. So that's what is happening. And that's very interesting. So it seems like whatever you were going to do, that music was going to find you.
Man, Kev, you know me from 1985, and I always had instruments in the house because my nature is to research things, which means to look again deep and listen again deep. And it just, how I got to play the little bit that I do is that I heard something, and always, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a little cuckoo, but lovely cuckoo, where that I can hear an instrument talking to me, and I would just go try to play it, whatever it was. But with drumming, it's kind of tough. Everybody's like, it's 3 in the morning. It's 3 in the morning. So, and on that note, I have to give a shout out to a man. I don't know if a lot of you know who he is. His name is Nana Vasconcelos. And Nana saw that I had an incredible fire, and he said, I want to help you with your berimbau playing, which is a bowed instrument from Southern Africa. So he would give me one lesson, and I would go 3 months and I didn't see him. And so I said, why don't we apply for National Endowment of the Arts, right? And he says, okay, do that. Meanwhile, he'd give me another lesson, and I met he and Egbezo Gismonti. So, it's been a fire. I have to salute Nana because, like, this kashishi playing, all of this kind of stuff that we did in a lot of sessions of making a whole drum set out of these two instruments, like so. You have one sound just continuing to go, and you have the other. Yeah, mama. Yo, mama. She can dance. She can dance. More mama. It's really hard with this medium of exchange called the internet and Zoom. But for the people who don't know, the natural instruments are cycling at different levels that the machine is not picking up. My prana, your prana, the combined healing, that's what you're missing out. We got to bring the live thing back because it heals you on a dynamic level. Okay, so yeah, everything is is so amazing when you get down deep in it, not on the rim of the bottle, down deep in the bottle, you know? And,
Amazing.
and as you know, we spent a lot of years playing all of these natural instruments like Nsekle, you know, the cocoon rattles from Southern Africa. Kevin and myself, 30 years walking around in New York City in the school system, teaching these little kids, this is Umfese, this is Nsekle, this is blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So we did the work. We're researchers, and we don't look too bad up in our 60s, brother, because the music is very healing, I'm gonna tell you. Well, you know, you look good. You know. Yeah.
But that the music points to something you said at the very beginning, and that is you are a crystal.
Yes, sir.
And once you dive into the music, then you literally are diving into a crystal, because the music, whatever instrument you're playing, is going to allow you to, or it's going to demand that you deal with that crystalline aspect of your being, because you can't see music, you can only feel it and sense it, but everybody can. And in that feeling and sensing, then you will sense exactly what you said at the beginning. You said you are a crystal.
You are a crystal.
Yeah.
I've been blessed, man. Like I said, researching instruments, their sounds, their healing effects on the body. This is what I've been doing from the beginning of my beginning. But from 78, when I moved to New York, because I lived in New York for 40 years consistently. And while in New York, I got to study with my Conga teacher, was Baba Femi Akinlana Ibaye, he passed, and Baba Chief Bey. And Baba Chief Bey was no joke. He was no joke because he was the Lord and is the Lord of the funky punkin'. Okay, this is Shekere, comes from West Africa. And before all these loud seeds, beads, or whatever you have on the outside, guess what we had? We had the naked gourd, the naked funky pumpkin. And it was the women from the tradition that gave it to the community. So Kevin's a master of it. I'm still learning, but I got to tell you, I was in the original class with Mama Ibaye, Yayo Dele, Madeline Nelson. And in that class, we had 15 people, and Baba Jimmy Cruz was in that class. And just to hear the singing and Chief Bey in a younger, countenance and form, man, that class, I was living for that class. I'd go out to Brooklyn, it seemed like it took 2 hours to go from Harlem to Brooklyn. But the funky pumpkin is the move.
Can you give us a little sample? Can you give us a sample, Hasan?
Here we go.
All right, I'm going to step out.
I dedicate this rhythm, this segment to Baba Jimmy Cruz. Ibaye Baba Jimmy Cruz. Uh-oh, I tore the house down. Stay there. I love you. Stay there. That's what happens. House starts falling down when we rock. House starts falling down when we rock. House starts falling down when we rock, when we rock, when we rock, when we rock, when we rock. The house starts falling down. Just like Jericho, the house is falling down. Thank you. I gotta watch that. Huh? Good thing this place is made out of cement. But that's what happens. Everybody that knows when the natural music is popping, there are a lot of interesting things happen. You'll see your house settle. The curtains will come off. But anyway.
Well, you heard the statement. He tore the house down.
Yeah.
Or tore the roof off the sucker.
It's called a house cake.
Oh, I know who that is. That's another master
The
player.
house cake is here in the house.
Get the
Throw
hell-
down, Hasan. I'll keep my mouth shut.
No. That is Mr. Ronald Gray, Master Shakere maker, videographer, and celebrated photographer. We got to big up each other every time that we can stand up for each other. So I love you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. That was Mr. Gray, Kevin.
You mentioned a couple people on the fly there, but you mentioned Chief Bey.
Who?
You mentioned Yayo Deli. You mentioned Baba Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned some people who are cornerstones of culture, not just in the United States, but on this planet.
Yes.
And now you had a longer relationship with Baba Chief Bey than I did. Can you tell us a little bit about him?
Man, family. Chief Bey scared the living hell out of me. Okay, Chief Bey scared me. And I thought I was a tough young man, not too big, coming from Savannah, Georgia, had lived in Alabama, went to college. When I got to New York and I heard Chief Bey say, "What you want?" He made the windows in his house shake just with his voice. Okay. He was a celebrated drummer. He was on Broadway. Okay. When he played the shakere and when he demonstrated the principles of how to be a man, that stuck in my mind and consciousness. Okay. Chief Bey said to me, he says, "I know how to make that statue come to life." And I said, "Okay, I guess it's time for me to jump out the window." And, I can't say whether the man was, stretching the truth, but I didn't want to see it happen. I just knew that he stood up like a man. He wasn't denatured in any way. He wasn't scared. He wasn't walking around, "Hey, is this right?" No. When an elephant puts his foot down, you don't look to soften the earth. Let things be as they are. If you honor them, then you don't get negative karma. People will feel if you're in danger. But if you live in fear and use your fear to bracket the realities of other people, then all it does is amplify the confusion. Love deeply. And your love will be like a telescope. You'll speak from the language of love. So, man, Chief Bey, and then one of his amazing students is Baba Chief Neil Clark. And he scared the living out of me when he played in Spirit Ensemble, because I loved the music. I wanted to play the music, but it was Neil that said, "If you're going to do this, you got to dig deep." And I looked at him like, "Yo, you calling me out?" So I studied and I got better. You got to be able to take some critical analysis of who you are. When somebody spends a minute to tell you blah, 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 it's a love. Maybe you're not used to that level of open love without the little stuff on it. He just says, "You got to do this." So, and then, Juma Santos kicked my butt. I cannot really talk about me without talking about certain people. I'm not built like that. I don't come from that cloth. I come from the cloth of being thankful and respectful and really studying. And those that gave me, give back. That's how I grew up. That's how, hey, IB and Dun Dun, that's my family. They rocked. Their example rocked me because they were like a rock. Their love was a rock. And they might not be here in physical form, but I speak and I call their name. And it activates a principle in me that I will give down to my greats through our love. Okay, so man, I can go on, but I'm going to tell you, whoever's out there, whoever's listening, know that every moment is a chance to go deeper, to know self. And when you go self, a lot of things just open up like a book to you. But if you run away from things, it will close and you'll seem out of touch and out of place and things like that. So, wow, Kevin, you got me. I was thinking about what to play next. Now I'm thinking about, can I tell these beautiful people that there's people who have, men and women who have walked in the way of music, that have been walking for your humanity and playing and studying for your humanity and your healing just by their dedication? That's who we come from. We come from a long line of musicians and healers that have always put their love first for the people, besides their own love for the people, and then they become lifted. Okay, so Kevin, it's deep, man. You're making me preach tonight.
It is. Well, anytime you want to go on into some music, just go on. Feel free.
Yeah,
I
I'm
see you
gonna
got
do
the
it.
flute.
Yo, listen, everybody. I'm gonna tell you something. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something. You know why? Because one night you'll wake up. You'll wake up and you do it. Thank you. That's a prayer.
Amen.
It's just a
Amen
prayer.
and amen. Ashe.
It's a prayer. It's a prayer. So I was at a school, I was teaching on 79th Street and Broadway, and this guy was acting a little bit funny, like he had a disease where one color of a person meant more than another color, and I can't get down like that because I come from a vast stream of reality. And so he said, I don't know, people think they're crazy, because, you can't do this or you can't do that. I said, what are you talking about, sir? He said, you can't circular breathe. I said, what do you mean? I said, my friend Abdullah Ibrahim, he told me that the common jewelers use a technique of circular breathing to make their jewelry, and that he wrote a piece and put that technique in it, and the South African orchestra couldn't play it. So he says, what are you trying to say? I said, if you want to, you can do. You just have to do it. And he looked at me, you can't do it. So I did like this. No flute. Of course, you see me constricting my breath. I did this. Can you hear my breath, guys? Can you hear it? You can't hear my breath? That's a continuous stream of breath. It's because if you study something, you can learn it. Don't allow people to tell you you can't do something, because they put a seed in your reality or a number in the equation that you need to get there. And if you live like that, you'll be misplaced. You'll be misplaced from your own dynamics and potential. Okay? So this is a common flute, what they call Native American, the people who live in America. It's cedar flute or pine flute. It's pine, actually. And I just started playing with it, and I developed the ancient technique of playing in a form known as circular breathing. That's a flute. I can do it on ocarina. That's all one breath. Study. People, you want to know something? Find it out. I'm on your side. I'm with you. You can do it. Okay, so going back to the music. That's what it is. It's whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do. I got a chance. Oh, I forgot my effects. I forgot my effects was on, and I started sounding big. So I got a chance to sit with Kevin Nathaniel, coming from the Southern Africa Mbira styles. I got a chance to study with Zaleka Jenkins Ibaye, coming from the African American root and his study and love for the kora, and he built a kalimba and could play both of them the same way. I got a chance to sit with some amazing people, Bill Dotts. So I was always pointed to the music every day, finding something to do. All of the money that came in my pocket came from music. I wasn't out shooting craps and had some drug deals and wasn't strung out. I stayed focused on the gift and the blessing. Me too, yeah. Okay, and that's what I say. Let's stay focused. I hope a lot of people don't feel that this is a preach session and a music session, but it is. Okay.
You have to go ahead and go with feel your flow and go with it, man.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Let's see. I play a little guitar. I taught myself a little guitar, and there's this one particular song. Can you guys hear me out there? All right, check this out. The song I dedicate to Mr. Richard Bona. He helped me a lot when I met him years ago at the knitting factory in New York. Because I told him he was special, and he said, I'm not special. And you know he's a bad dude. If you know Richard Bona, and you know him personally, tell him Hasan wrote a song with him in the first part. It's called Find It. It goes like this. Talked to a musician the other day. I told him he was special. He said he didn't really feel special, 'cause everybody's got something, yeah. Something, yeah. And we need to find it. Find it, yes. And live from it. Let's find it. Find your love, yeah. And live from it, yeah. So I proceeded to ask myself a question, yes. Is there really, really something that'll make you remember me? Come on, brother. Is there really, really something that'll make you remember yourselves right now? Is there really, really something that'll make you remember everything? Then you need to find it. Find it, yes, come on, and live from it now. Let's find it, find it. Come on and live from it now. For to know yourself, you're free, and to find your way. That's everything. For to know yourself, you're free, and to find your way. That's everything. So come on now. Y'all get the message? I hope so. Listen, now if that telephone rings, will you answer the call? It's from God. Now if the telephone rings, will you answer God's call? Let's find it, yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, we recorded that song on the Heritage OP record, Come to the River. It's called Find It. So if you want to buy it online, you can find that. It's easy. All right. So I hope you can tell by listening to me talk and how I act that I have pretty good sense of humor. At least that's what people tell me. And aside from Brother Kevin and Brother Laraji and a lot of other gifted people, I'm in the club of being a laugh master. We laugh so much we could be sick, and next thing you know, that fire of love and laughter is amazing. I want to ask, how many people out there have seen the movie, sorry. It's called The Name of the Rose with Sean Connery. Have y'all checked that movie out? Well, yeah, wonderful. I got Mr. Gray there that says, yeah, he knows about it. The main thing I want to share is one point. It's toward the end, and it's set in the time of the Inquisition where, people were impressing their reality on somebody else, saying, blah, 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 you should do this, you should worship like this. One of the things that was said was that laughter, when it fills the being, you do not think of God. You feel impervious because, in essence, as we know, it is the living spirit of God flowing you. So when you laugh and when you put that in you heal yourself and you cause a more balance in your body. And so that's why I always think about a song I wrote called Laughter. I think of all of this crazy stuff, but I have a sense of humor. Check this out. La 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 la. Hey. Listen to this. All of our friends, they bring us happiness. Yeah, yeah. Some when they come and some when they go. Yeah. I got to say, all of our friends, they bring us happiness. Yeah, yeah. Some when they come and some when they go. So why not be that person that you want to see? Go on and shine from your heart and be a blessing to somebody. You know you can every day. Come on and shine your light and live the way you want to live. So all of our friends, they bring us happiness. Some when they come and some when they go. You know what I mean? All of my friends, they got some happiness in their life. It means to me like, and some when they come and some when they go, yeah. Some when they come and some when they go, yeah, yeah. Some when they come, can't wait for some to go, yeah. You know what I mean? Some when they come, glad she left, and some when they go. You think about that? I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. What's happening? Well, I'm happy you asked. I mean, you remember, baby. Now, I bet you felt better after that laugh, didn't you? Got by me now, didn't you? Yo, man. You know what it is, Kev.
I love it. Some when they come, some when they go.
And all of them bring happiness now. Y'all know some of them family members, you're just so happy to see them and then happy to see them leave. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean, Mr. Gray? So yeah, it's that kind of party. But
that's a new song. I haven't heard that song yet.
Yeah, we got about 1,000 songs. Hey, I want to tell you that I think I sent you some music. My friend Ali Sharif, my partner Ali Sharif, he owns Patelia Music. If you go to my Instagram and scroll down in the videos, you'll see with Brother Atiba, the master flautist, Atiba Wilson, we are releasing 2 songs, one that I wrote called Share Love. It's all about sharing love and the portal that we are. And also the song Down, Down, Down that speaks to a lot of the ism and schism There's some people who have this disease of privilege and racism and all that other crappy that because you come out of the darkness if you understand genetics. You come out of darkness, so why be mad at any dark people or be mad at anybody? You know what I'm saying? So Down, Down, Down is an amazing song. It's coming out under Shelter Records in the form of house music, but we know how to put the 4 and the needle on the record. So any music we touch, it's good. And I happen to be singing on both songs. Wow. I want to say that this Zoom format, for a lot of people are looking, it's not really about just turning on a computer and getting in front of a mic. We have a whole team of qualified and talented people that put these performances on. So we should give them a clap and a round of applause or just a hum, because it's not easy, especially like if you have running a little studio and you have to deal with your lighting and you have to make sure things are happening to a way that it really presents your work in a quality fashion, and if you're doing a thing like this by yourself, it's a lot. Again, I say, it is not just me. I am who I am because my aunts, Ola Bryan and Matilda Heath, I am something because of them. My mother, my father, I'm Marthella's boy, I'm Cherry's son, and I wouldn't have my audio set up properly if it wasn't for a young man he's 28 years old, he's a genius. His name is Alex Castro. And, I don't just talk about me, and you know me for that. We might laugh and I might be saying so and so, but I want to big up everybody. My little brother Marcel says, yo, I didn't get like this overnight. We have to call names of each other. That's how we magnify our love and project it like a laser beam. You know what I'm saying? Hey, there's some people praying for me and praying for you and sending well wishes and writing music and putting sentiments in the air, for the goodness that I do, for the goodness that you do, for the goodness of the planet and the world, because if we don't do that, if we lose this planet, where we gonna live, guys?
Right.
Where we gonna be? I mean,
Hasan, I wanted to jump in here because for a second and just say that at some point we want to go into the chat together, spend about, I would say only about 3 or 4 minutes going in the chat together because there's a lot of comments in the chat, and there's some things that you said about your Instagram. The Instagram link is in the chat.
Yeah.
So I just want to say that, what we want to do is we're going to ask everybody, we're going to, very short intermission here, like about 4 minutes, to open up the chat, go in the chat if you haven't done already, and get that information out. And also, if there's any questions that anybody wants to ask right now, we can probably take a few questions, or you want to just give a shout out, you want to, this is a good time to do it because we have so many people who really are part of this community, people who go way back with you, Hasan, and that are on this Zoom tonight. And we do want to take a second and open just a little bit of second here to make sure we go into that chat, pull out any really incredible things, or somebody has something they really want to say right now. Go ahead and do it. We're going to go back into the music though.
Okay, sure.
So, but we're going to take about 3 or 4 minutes and go into this chat. So everybody open up the chat and take a look at it. And you're going to see that there's some information. You'll see Hasan's Instagram because you just mentioned all the music that you're going to find on his Instagram. You see that link right there. It's Instagram.
You go to my website. Go to my website.
Go to his website. Yeah.
And you can listen to any song on the website.
Do you have that song, that new song you just did on the website? Some of their friends
yes.
make you happy when they come.
Oh, no, not yet.
Oh, you gotta put that on there. That song is incredible. That song is incredible. I tell you, everybody feels that. You can't help but to feel that song. Yeah. That's Hasan. That's the next. Don't worry, be happy. It really is.
Turn your butt around. Let me see your butt. Keep going.
Oh my
I got.
goodness.
Hey, man.
Haja says
Love you.
blessing to feel your love and gratitude. Kathleen, Haja. Yes, Haja
Love you too.
and
Love you
Robbie
too.
Hall. Hi y'all.
Love you, Tammy.
Oregon. Alyssa Anissa Johnson.
Anissa, that's my cousin.
Yeah.
Atlanta area, up there.
Tammy Hall in the house. Hey
Yep.
Tammy. Tammy's in the house. Uniqua Simmons.
Hey, Uniqua.
Hey, hey.
Hey, you're
All
beautiful.
right. Patricia Hogan. Yes.
Hey, love you, Patricia.
And Laura Jackson
Kiss
in the
me,
house.
Oh, Laura Jackson. Buddha bless. Buddha
Yes.
bless. Buddha bless.
Ginger J is in the house.
Hi, enjoying this.
Thank you. And she gets a shout out to Iya Madeline Yayodele.
Ayo.
William Kaplanidis is here.
Kaplanidis. Hey, can I stop right there? I'll stop right there. That young man, I want everybody to text him, find out what he's doing, because he's an amazing healer. And he helped me recently with some liver issues and some other things, because as we get older, we need some care. And so communicate with him. And I met him through our master healer, Dr. Eran Josan. And I would not be here had it not been for him, because, I had a crazy diet. I was eating all this crazy food. And he said, a couple of your organs are not communicating. So Eran Josan was an amazing naturopathic physician. And we need the spectrum of medicine to help us in our challenges.
Well, William has his email address right there on the chat. So everybody, William Kaplanidis, you can see it, william@accudragon.us.
Yes, sir.
So everybody check that out, because it's important to know all the natural healers you can find. At this point, we need to be finding those natural healing methods, because they're there. It's important. And Daryl V is in the house.
That's my little brother. He looks just like me. I look like him, actually.
Great. Yeah. And Melvin Dean. Melvin Dean is in the house.
We've done 1,000 gigs together.
Yes. Melvin Dean of Spirit Ensemble. And of
Thank
course, the Spirit people are here because Baba Jimmy is with us in spirit. His daughter Tamara's here. And
yes, thank you, Uncle
I love you.
Hasan, Uncle Kevin, Dr. Melvin.
Thank
My
you, Tamara.
father is here with you guys.
Yes, thank you. I love you.
I don't have too much to say, but I appreciate you guys letting me be here with you guys. And my father's in the spirit.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Love you, Tamara. Thank you. Yes. Baba Jimmy, he lives through us. He lives through the music. Baba Jimmy is the one who tossed the shaker in my hand and told me to play it, and he looked at me like, yeah, you're going to do that, and, that's a very special thing. Hasan, you just talked about that. When you remove the obstacle of can't from somebody, that's what a teacher does, right? A teacher removes the obstacle of can't from something, and gives someone the path, gives someone the wings to go fly. And Baba Jimmy gave me those wings in more than one way. I would say, the reason why I met you, Hasan, was because of Baba Jimmy.
That's right.
Because when I first came to New York, I was playing on the street, and Baba Jimmy passed me on the street and said, hey, I want you to come hang out with us. And from then, I'm meeting everybody. So it's an amazing spirit circle. Thank you so much. When we give thanks for Baba Jimmy every day,
And Kevin, if I may, just to let everybody know, we were in a group called Spirit Ensemble, and that's one of the strongest musical expressions that has come out of North America. And we played natural organic music, and we were a hit. we would break the fire regulation codes in capacity. We all there would be so many people like we're gonna get a ticket. You know, the proprietors would come out and say, you got too many people, you got too many. Sorry. Love has the people, not us. So Spirit was amazing. So like
Well, Melvin Dean is in the house.
Dean is in the house. Bill Dotz, Ron McBee, Ajibi Lou, and we have to call out the brother Brathwaite, Mark Brathwaite, Pan, and Reynolds Joseph.
Yes, yes.
And Neil Clark.
Neil Clark.
That's right. So
right. Well, it's amazing. So great. Well, if there's anybody else who had anything else to say in the chat, feel free to. We're gonna move right back into the music. Robbie Hall, thank you. Robbie Hall is giving a shout out, and everybody who hopefully you got the information out the chat before it disappears. And thank
Kevin?
you. Yes, Tam.
Can I just say one thing to Hasan before we go?
Yes.
I know the music plays him, but I think it's full circle because he plays that music and he has studied that music for many, many years.
Yes.
So I think it's a full circle thing. I think the music found him, he found the music found him, he found the music, and it's full circle because I feel that way about Story. So my brother, keep on keeping on.
Thank you.
wow, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes.
This is Brother Darrell.
Yeah.
I'd just like to share with some of the listeners that his first song that he played that Christmas morning on his drums was the theme from Shaft.
Okay.
And it all started from there. He ended up playing the Commodore's Brick House. That was the second song when he sat down on his drums Christmas morning, 1969, 70.
Right.
But it's just good to see my brother is doing well, looking well, all my family. I'd like to say hi to Tammy. It's been a long time. And I'd like to just say, hey, y'all keep doing what you're doing. It's beautiful. And the vibe is wonderful.
Hey,
Peace and
Daryl,
love to
give my
everyone.
love to the family, Daryl. Love you.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
Hey, and I want to say too, when you called out my name, I was on a different site for a minute. I just wanted to say whoop whoop.
Yeah.
How dare you be on a different side?
I was checking out your Instagram.
There you go.
It was worthy.
Well, you know, we can't help it. We've been chosen by the music, and as Miss Hall said, the music, you know, is available for us to choose it. And it just happens on and on. So there's so many more good things in the works. I've tended to be the person in the back, even though, you know, most times I was out front singing and moving around, but I didn't really push me. Right about now, next 20 years, I'm gonna push Hasan.
Yeah.
You know, I was always like, we wrote thousands of songs, thousands.
Right.
And most of them were a joke, but just like the song that's coming out, Share Love and Down, 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 it's just about people coming together and putting their concepts together, okay? So, and if you go to my website and you look in the left-hand corner, you click the button and it says play, you'll see Share Love, or you'll see Lullaby, which is a song from a group, Afro, that Kevin and I, with Tomas Rodriguez, recorded. So, yeah, it never stops. Guys, it never stops.
Well, speaking of it never stops, we are going back into part 2 of Afro Roots Tuesdays with Hasan Bakr.
Oh, baby. Oh, I don't want to blow you guys out. or Janae. We can fly together. That sounded good. We can fly together, yes, we can fly together. I've always been for you, I've always been with you. We can always fly together. We're gonna fly together, we can always fly. We can always dance the dance, we can always feel the feel. We can always keep it real. We can fly together. We can fly together. Hey! The drums. I can't stop the drums. Hey! We are all one family. We are all one family. We are all one family. Hey, Saraya. I live upstairs over you, don't you hear the music? Hey, I had this idea of putting some tambourines together. chabajin, eat that chabajin, eat that chabajin, eat that chabajin, eat that chabajin. Y'all better get some chabajin. That technique from Mbimba Bangura. He would invert his hand to get a different sonic. Where I was. Hey, my son. Shake it up, baby, now. Hold on, I'm gonna close my door. Ta-da! Shower you with nothing but love. I want to give to you nothing but love. I wanna shower you with nothing but love. I've got to give to you nothing but love. I got it. Syria 1997. Kevin and I went with Samia Halabi, the wonderful Palestinian painter. She took us to the golden country, to the Arab world, where we went to Syria. And we accompanied with our music, her painting, her computer painting in 1997. Samia Halabi, we love you. We love the Palestinians. We love the Palestinians. We love the Palestinians. We love everybody. Hey! Shouting our brother Avram Pingas. We love everybody. Hey! Balade. night long. Sounds good out there for this, and I'm on. Tokaito, Tokaito. Ah. Little typewriter technique. Can I rub your feet? Can I rub your feet? How would you like me to do this on your feet? Where was your mind? I know where my mind was. Mommy, thank you for bringing me in this world. Thanks, Dad. Thank you for giving me the drums. Nana Vasconcelos, he told me everything is sound. Listen closely and you'll hear it. This rhythm is called Pumina. Coming from Jamaica. If you listen closely, you can almost hear reggae. We're gonna find a way home. We're gonna find a way back to Africa. We are strong people. We can never be stopped. No, no way. Pumina. You wanted everybody just to see you as perfect. When you're not perfect, we all have challenges. Don't just apologize. competition. Trust your heart. Don't trust the everyday person. Trust your heart. See, I kept it balanced. Live the way you want to live, but be responsible and accountable. Hey! Shout out to Ramik B. I'd like to shout out my brother Wayne Chin from the band China Africa. A lot of people don't know that in 1984, I toured with Sugar Minott under the business association with Lloyd Barnes, Bull Wacky. And what that did for me was allowed me to be in a movie called Bull Wacky with Itopia. Now. I want to tell you that I was one of the first drummers to accompany Loramil Machado and Jalón Vieira when they brought capoeira to America. This is early 80s. I don't really like to brag about what I've done. Yes, myself and brother Kevin, we did back up Madonna with Nile Rodgers and all these other people in the 80s. We did a lot of stuff, man. We played with Thomas Mafumo. Hey, shout out Cheryl Thomas. Miss Karen Calder. Shout out to Mr. Jeff Berger. Jeff gave me a guitar, guys, because he loved me. He just thought I was so talented. And I had a guitar that was falling apart. He says, somebody gotta bless this kid. Don't break it up. Save a little for me as you walk in the door. As you walk out the door, just shake it up and don't break it up. Just come back in that door and go, I like it, I need it, yeah, you know. Gonna go to Trinidad. Your example is the best thing that you can give someone you love. If you really care, oh my gosh, you coming off about them. Your example is that only thing that shares a piece of your heart. If you really care about them, if you really reflect the greatness that is inside of you. Oh man, the cooking around here is really good. I got 12 pounds overweight. Ho, ho, ho. I'm not gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ask everybody a question. Why should I drop a bomb on people I don't even know, never had an argument with them? I'll wait. Nobody answers my question. Hasan has got about 20 questions. Nobody ever answers my questions. But anyway, I'll go back to the music. I just want to let you know I love you so and can't get enough of your love. I want to go down the road, down the road. I want to go down the road. Yeah, once I get started, you know me. So, hey. So, oh man, let's play all night. We are filled with good things, and that's where we get energy from. And like I say, I'm gonna work on this 12 pounds overweight after this situation interrupts us. I'm working on that. The food around here is real good. KB, love you.
Hasan, okay. I'm experiencing when you're playing, you're plugged in and the energy just keeps flowing. It doesn't stop.
Boss, you want me more?
It's connected to everything, you know. I would say that, you know, you're somewhere at the source when you start playing, because I imagine that no one would ever imagine that someone would put a sheet of music in front of you, because you are that sheet. As a matter of fact, it's all inside of you, you know. And what's happening when you are playing is so spontaneous. It's so exciting to watch. You know, nothing predictable there. Nothing looks like you were plotted it out and decided that this is how you're going to present. You're spontaneously living and music making right there before us. That's what it's about, you know?
Kevin, I tell you, and I won't downplay written music. No way, not downplaying. But if you want to feel the essence of a person, I played I won't say 1,000 weddings, maybe 500 weddings. And I've had the blessing to work with the Starlight Orchestra, and I work with Evan Tyler and the wonderful Marianne Bennett with Element Music, and a lot of situations. Avram, we did a lot of stuff. But I'm going to tell you, music written, it's great. I can read. I'm not really good, but I'm going to tell you what happened to me that broke me out of the constant gotta read all the time. It was when I would do a lot of sessions in the late 90s. People would show me the music and they'd play the song and they'd show me, okay, we want you to play here. I said, okay, all right. But we want you to bring to it what you have, because we've seen you and we can't write like you express. And when they did that, I would like do these sessions. And I said, hey man, if you don't like what I do, don't pay me. And they said, wait a minute, what do you mean, man? You're great. I said, I want to leave with 2 things, or maybe I should 3. My self-pride, my drums, and payment for the session. Because there wasn't no Cash App in them days, you know. That's all. And I came home and I shared it and supported family. And so, yeah, a lot of people said, no, man. And I play what they had written. I'm saying, Okay, that's what you want. They said, well, we want to hear what you feel. You and the bass player and the drummer play, and I'll play. They're like, whoa. So everything has its purpose, especially if you got to read it and you got to see it and blah, 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 the stops and starts. Good. But if you want a person to live and respond authentically, let them go. Everybody can't do that. And make you shake what you sit on.
So, and you had the pleasure, the experience of hanging with some of the people, and I got to give a shout out to these people because, of course, they're entirely why I got into music. But Efat Muchuru, Dumisani Marire, for many of these people, many people have heard of them, but didn't know these people. They heard their music, but they didn't know these people. But you knew these people. And we already talked about Chief Bay. But it's such an important experience to have been on this planet talking, walking with these people.
You said it, brother. Well, you remember back in the day when we played with Thomas Mafumo? This guy went to jail because of his music, because it was used as the theme music for struggle in Zimbabwe, so people get their independence. Just to play with him, a legend like that, and Dumi's response that was written up in what was that news? The Amsterdam News, I think that was the old magazine, and he said when he saw you and I jump up on stage and dance, he says, "You guys dance like wild animals." Remember, if I may be correct, quoting him properly. Yeah, we just had that energy, and it wasn't from what we thought out. It was our love. Love is the core of our music, the core of our expression. We love everybody. We wish everybody the best. As Gullah Geechee said, we don't bother people and we don't let nobody bother us, though. We're not doing that. So.
And that Gullah Geechee is part of your roots too.
Yes, I was born in Savannah, Georgia. Yeah, I did change my name, but I changed my name when I got to know me. And plus, I also didn't want the European lineage for a name. So I changed it because I thought the name I chose, Hasan. I did that, And when I was blessed to be in Ms. Hall's life, we had a child and we named the child to put the nomenclature of on a person coming into this world with an African sensibility. Chioniso, the light of guidance. My name wasn't John Davis. I don't know what John Davis means. Willis Davis, not saying those are bad names. I wanted to know me. I wanted to resonate from me. If my name is Mutabaruka, it's okay with me too. We played with Mutabaruka back in the day. You remember that. There's a lot of things that you and I have been on the scene for. Shoot, a lot of people, we just forget it because it's a part of our greatness. We're not trying to shout it at everybody every day, you know what I mean?
True.
True.
So yeah. Let me try to catch the people here up about Hasan. Are there any things people need to be aware of coming out for your music? You said there was some albums dropping with the house music.
Yeah.
Are you going to be playing in any cities, anywhere in New York, anywhere in down south where people can see you anytime soon, or are they going to be mainly the albums dropping?
Well, I got some things happening, but they're like private events right now.
Okay.
Because as we know, this COVID thing is just resurfacing, and we're trying to get it all together. But I do plan in the future, and we'll let everyone know, because I'll definitely, since you're consistent, get an email and let people know where I am. Other than that, I'm just doing a lot of songwriting right now, and like I keep saying, we have 1,000 songs.
Yeah, I think you have more than 1,000. I really do. But yeah, and that last song, this I said I've never heard before, which is people make you happy when they come or when they go. You know,
You know
that's
what I mean?
that's a classic. You know, but you've written a lot of classics. I was playing with Formoro the other day because we have a whole music thing over there we're doing at Union Square lately, and somebody came up to me in Union Square and said, "Hey, can y'all play Good Weather?" And I looked and I thought she was referring to like stormy weather or something like that. I was like, "Wait a minute, stormy weather?" She said, "No, Good Weather." I said, "Oh, you mean Hasan's composition, Good Weather?" And she was, yeah, and she was a sister who we know from way back, from all the way back in the days of the African Street Festival, or should I say the African International Arts Festival. We know her from way back, but she happened to be in Union Square and she heard us and she said, "Hey, y'all must be, yes, this is the sound. Y'all must know how to play Good Weather."
Well, that song, Good Weather, shout out to Joe Ford, an amazing jazz saxophonist. He played on Good Weather. He did the solo, the sax solo. And that was recorded in Jim Maida's studio.
Wow.
That was back in the day. Like I said, if you go to HASANBAKR 786, like you have in the chat.com, you can go on my site and play all those songs. I'm organizing my music so I can sell it to you guys. Or you could just, how they say it, Zell me at my email.
Daryl V is holding a sign up with the Good Weather album cover.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Right there.
I'm going to tell you, my brother has been, if not the main supporter of my music. And and that
and Bright Sayings. He's showing Bright Sayings.
That's what Kevin and I did in 9.
Right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother. Sometimes, like myself, and I want to say it objectively or subjective or whatever, when you're so gifted, you need people to arrange some realities for you so that your music gets out. Oh, he's in this one. He's hitting us with Spirit Ensemble, that first red tape. That's classic. That's a collector's item. My brother. Oh my. He's made posters out of all of our artwork. It's amazing, man. Kevin's got compositions on there. And Auntie's holding up one. Oh yeah. Oh my God. That's Scenes from a Dream.
Right.
I was writing a lot of soundtrack stuff and submitting it to different houses. I got a thing with Duke University back in the days, blah, 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 right? And we have music in Brooklyn, Babylon with Heritage. So I have some published works that way. But, like I was saying, we need people to assist us because I was always making music and forgetting it. I'm a gypsy. I play it. You like it? Oh, okay. So, but yeah, man, there's going to be some new music coming out from Catalia Music with brother Ali Sharif, and he's an amazing producer. And it's house music from Shelter Records. This is what I was told. We're waiting for all the finals on everything. So it's beautiful. So, man.
Well, Hasan, we're getting into our final minutes.
Okay.
Say something, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Hasan.
Mr. D.
And I got a big smile on my face. I like to tell this one story, man. We played together for 20 years. And we all had like little side projects. And I had a very, very, very exciting trio. But for 10 years, I did not know that you played trap drums. And I seen you play traps one time, and you knocked out every drummer that I ever played with. And you became the #1 drummer. Boy, did we have some trio, me, you, and Kevin Jones for 10 years. And I want to say that I'm very happy that I'm on here and seeing you. And, they used to call me the enhancer, but I'm giving that to you now. Enhance anybody and anything and anywhere you go. And I'm so happy that you're making a splash down in Florida, you know.
A little bit. Little
And
bit.
I live in Savannah, Georgia now, and that's crazy that your brother is my barber, but that's how life is, man. And your brother gave me a flyer that had Spirit Ensemble on it 12 years before I moved here. I've been here since 2010. We played in Savannah in 1998, and Daryl gave me a flyer with Spirit Ensemble on that, man. And good seeing you, and good job, Kevin and
Thank
crew.
you.
Hasan, remember when you and Melvin and Kevin Jones played at my school Christmas party
Oh
and turned
my
the place
God.
out?
Turned it out. Kevin Jones, I don't know where you are, my brother. I love you. I know Melvin loves you. Everybody loves you. Kevin Jones. Please don't take it personally about it, but Kevin Jones was equal to par with Prince
Oh yeah.
on guitar. Kevin
Oh, yeah.
Jones was nothing to play with. Also on bass, and he could cut the rug, if you know what that means.
And all three of us sang, brother. All three of us sang. That was real rare.
That's right. And it was just amazing. And yeah, I remember a lot of stuff. Forgive me. This is, like they say, it's Old Homes Week, and we have a lot of work ahead of us in staying a community and strengthening and supporting each other's dreams and aspirations and remembering our departed ones. You know, we have a big charge for us to stay healthy, whatever we choose in the way of whatever way. Learn about your body. Get some sunshine. Do some good things. Get an exercise routine. Steam your lungs. Do everything you can. Because like UB Blake says, if I knew I was gonna live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. So you have the opportunity. I'm 65. I'll be 66 in December 20th. My cognition, pretty good. Sometimes I forget everything because that's what you need to do about certain people when they come and when they go. So take care of yourself. Eat good things for the body. Shout out to Victor C. And he's always calling me and telling me about things to do for my body. Find a buddy, a friend that just help you with your health picture. You know, we're going through all kind of craziness right now, and I don't want to get this. No, this video won't be like that. I want to say certain things, and you know, you have problems, but we need to stay on top of our health. We have been blessed, Tammy and I. We have been blessed with two amazing grandkids, Mr. Morocco Bakr and the Princess Yamani. And Yamani and Morocco, they remind me to commit myself more to our health and our inner expression to be more prosperous. Again, I'll say like I said earlier, it's not really about the music, because somebody could be a bricklayer. Somebody could be like Mr. Dean was for years, an accountant. It does not matter what the path is. But like I say in the song, live from it. Live from it and do good. Don't get tired of doing good, because that is your health and that is your wealth. And it's all good. Love everybody. Love everybody. Love everybody. Love everybody. A few of you I'd like to talk to you right about now and talk to you about the expired warranty.
You don't need to clap now. You deserve
No,
to
I'm
get the
just
clap.
joking. Yeah, yeah, no. I told you we're gonna have church up in here. Yeah. And
Well,
go ahead, Kevin.
Hasan, you have taken us up until the final minute of
Okay.
of Afro Roots. Is there anything that before I start to wrap the program up? Because I know you have preached quite a bit and you have told us quite a bit. Really, we've been we have been in school tonight, as well as hearing some really beautiful, incredible music. But I do want to say, if there's anything you want to say anything else you want to say before we close the night off to everyone? Or if there's someone out there who didn't get a chance to say something that they've been wanting to say, please, this is that last minute of the night where we are going to wrap it up. I want to thank, yes.
I'd like to thank you both for giving my life such a kickstart to a better place, knowing you both and knowing Heritage and everybody, Neil, I mean, like everybody you've named tonight who I've met before have been just such a guiding light for me as an artist. And I love y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming to Portland, Hasan. That was a lot of
I was in Portland in 2019, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say one more thing. Everybody, take stock of who you are. Organize. Catalog your qualities, your abilities. Get organized. Do something from your heart. Take care of your health. We don't know if we might not see somebody the next time Afro Roots has another smashing event. But just take care of yourself. You can go out your way to love somebody. And if you love yourself even deeply, they feel it whether they know it or not. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You're my friends, you're my family, some people that are down here in Florida. Thank you for chiming in. We love you. We're sensitive. We love you. We're sensitive. We are intelligent. We're thankful. Thank you. Thank you. I can go on. Thank you. Thank you.
Hasan, I just want to say I love you very much. This is Anissa. You are, hey, you are just such an inspiration to me. I have been blessed to listen to you for a very long time. I won't tell my age. You told yours. But I've been blessed to listen to you for a very long time. And I have a very personal testimony. You healed me when I was 13 years old for an illness that I had that a pediatrician could not heal. And you've been healing my soul through music, through medicine, and through love for a very long time. I know who I am because I know who our grandparents are, and I know what our family members have done for us. I know what my cousins, Daryl V, and your brothers have done for me, my aunts, my uncles, and I'm just grateful to be a part of your family and a part of your circle and a part of your love. Thank you, cousin. I'm gonna rock on with you, and I am glad that you're celebrating you for the next 20 years. I'm gonna download, upload, share, like, hit, whatever we need to do to share your love all across the world. Hey, Tammy, so good to see you.
Hasan,
You're gonna make me cry. Mr. Gray.
you are very much worth a lot more than the money. You are truly a multi-dimensional Renaissance motherfucking man.
Well, hello.
In addition to being a musician,
Yes.
it's a lot more than just mere music.
Everybody on mute and say Ashe.
Wow. Thank you.
Carry on, sir.
Listen, if anybody knows Lionel Richie, tell him I send him love, but he's one of the guys who really put the nail in the music for me because I met him when I was working at Dino's Den in Georgia. And this is 1973 when I met Lionel Richie. And tell him that. So yeah, I get so many things out of my brain. It's like, because I'm so happy with my life, regardless to what it is. God got me. I'm lifted. I'm supported. Whatever you call the creator, I'm lifted. Right, Kev? The music got us. Look at this. You know how long we had this? There's thousands of schools, man. We're on fire. You can't turn our light off.
Son, you are absolutely right. And the light of your music is playing every day somewhere. I thought about that when someone sent me this video, which I sent to you quickly, of Spirit Ensemble back in 1989, and I say, you know, this is New York City. On the real side, this is New York City. So, you know, and this is what I keep in mind, that vision that New York City is this community of people who are dancing together, and that community that's spanning all the way around the world. And you're there bringing that energy to Florida now. And I know people are feeling it. I know they're feeling the spirit, as Baba Jimmy would always say.
Yes.
Uncle Hasan, I love you so much, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm still in New York and I'm still in Florida and I'm a nomad. So, you know, Kev, we'll be in Botswana tomorrow if we can get there.
You're right. You're right. So at this point, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It's been an amazing night. I think all of us have been on a kind of a journey and been in school and have been healed all at the same time. I want to thank you, Hasan, and please, everyone, make sure you get all the information out of the chat. Make sure you get the albums that he's coming out with, the recordings. Follow his Instagram, follow the website, everything. And at this point, I want to hand it over to, is Amanda, you going to take it?
Take it? Sure.
Yes. Thank you. Amanda, you got it.
I'm going to be much less entertaining, but this is the last chance. If you've got anything for the chat, and like Kevin and Hasan have told us, please jump in that chat, get whichever way it is, get all of the details. You can check out Kevin and Hasan. You can support them. Afro Roots happens every other week. So jump on there, find out. And you can always contact us at Goddard at Community Arts at goddard.org. If you have any questions, we can connect you to the artists as well. So we're all—
I have one question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Is it possible, is the chat copied or anything
Yes.
like that? Wonderful.
Yes.
So y'all can hear from my brother.
Yes.
Definitely get that to you. Yes.
Love you. Thank you.
Thank you all so much for coming. Last chance, get in that chat. And all right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Hasan. Thank you, Kevin. And I will hit that red button right now. I see. All right.
Oh,
Bye, everyone. Have a lovely evening.
All right.